Let us make a who the f am I playing in MARVEL Tokon tier list. These are the characters who I believe are straight up for sure going to be on the team on release. Potentially on team. These are characters that I think could potentially be on the team, but I'm yet to have actually gotten my hands on these characters yet. To go along with that, potentially on team, have tried. Maybe, could potentially be on team, probably not. And we're gonna add one more below, titled simply nope. Thanks to the current beta going on, there are two characters that I think are very likely to be on my team. Played her since the start, Storm. For some reason, I really like wind characters. Grimnir and Granblue, Swiftmaster and DNF Duel. Samasu if you want to include flying from Dragon Ball Fighters. The one Air Dash character in 2XKO with Ari. Currently playing Zahir in Avatar Legends. I just seem to really like the flying wind characters. And the other character that thanks to the current beta that I think is potentially on the team, but he's just really cool so far, and that is a Green Goblin. So Green Goblin.
Mind Goblin, these nuts.
Part of this is speculation, of course, just based on clips I have seen, as well as the short time I've had playing the character. But the setups you can do with the glider, as well as on the glider, off the glider, on the glider, off the glider, on the glider, off the glider combos are absolutely sick as hell. Seems to have good mix-up options with the glider, good movement, really solid zoning, and really good assists. So I think there's a very, very good chance that I'm going to have Green Goblin on the team. But these are the only two where I'm just like, yep, these two are on the team. In what order? I'm not fully sure. In what positions? I have no idea. But these two are more than likely on the team. Potentially on the team, but I'm yet to have tried them. Deadpool. People will get mad at me if I don't at least put Deadpool here. Put a massive question mark on the screen right now, and that's Deadpool. He has a Maze Totogeki. He's got the ball punch from Mortal Kombat. Jam kick, the cell yell from Dragon Ball, random bullshit go projectile tosses. Who the heck knows what's going on with Deadpool? And true story, that's the character my parents want me to play. So at the very least, I gotta put him potentially on the team. I just haven't had a chance to try him yet. Character I am most excited to see more for though, Loki. So he's defined from Marvel when they made the. When they first showed off the character in the trailer he's a trickster. He's a trickster god, so it kind of makes sense. But so he's got projectiles, he's got lariats, he's got feints, he seems to have a teleport. We saw him freeze the opponents, so potentially restands, kind of like Star-Lord. He seems like he could do a lot. We just don't really know exactly for sure. So he's probably the character of the characters we haven't seen anything outside their trailers for. He's the one I am most interested in and most curious about. He's the most likely option to go from potentially to completely on the team or all the way down to nope. We really have no idea, but I'm very, very curious, and I want to see what the heck is coming with him. Then the one other character for the folks we haven't seen yet is Carnage. Fun fact, my first ever fighting game was Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. My second ever fighting game was technically Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And in Marvel Infinite, I played Venom. Carnage, well, one, of course, can technically just be another form of Venom for obvious reasons. I don't know. In general, he's just really cool, and I want to see what he can do. He can be Spider-Man but bigger, but he also seems to have very, very long range attacks. If he has symbiote options, kind of like Venom did in Marvel Infinite. He had set play potential with that. I'd be a big fan of that. He seems to have some of Berserker's attacks as well from DNF Duel with the full screen pole attack. Could be a character where I'm like, yes, absolutely want to play him, but I really need to see gameplay of him, kind of like Loki, to be like for sure yes or not a chance in hell. But potentially on team, but have tried Magneto. So Magneto in this beta seems hella buffed. Holy crap. His projectile is so quick. He's probably like, I don't think there's an argument right now that he's the best zoner in the game right now. This character is a monster just simply by throwing projectiles over and over and over and over again. Could we potentially just be saying this, and could it potentially be wrong entirely based on the round that we have no idea how to play the game yet? Absolutely. Does that make it any different? Not at all. This dude is insane. If anyone is only planning on putting only one planning on playing one character, putting him as either the projectile slot or the uppercut slot is honestly gonna be pretty good. Because again, holy crap, that projectile is quick. Are you gonna stick to only one character? I'm gonna try and learn all four because I know the top players like Sonic is gonna learn all four and etc. So I'm planning on learning at least 3. Potentially 4, depending on if by then it is deemed important enough to have learned all 4. Typically, like tag out combos and calling assists in combos and things like that all require a bar, right? How often are you actually doing 3 assist calls and 3 tag outs or whatever all in a combo to where you actually need to learn all 4 characters, right? Is it better to play all 4? To know how to play all 4 on your team because you might be able to have counter picks for certain characters or certain playstyles? Absolutely. Do you need to know how to play all 4 though to play the game at its most optimal? That I don't think so. I'm considering I will consider putting Danger in the 4 slots. Not as a character I will actually learn how to play, but just for her really, really strong drill unique assist. So like, that's something I'm considering as well. Potentially on team, but I have tried Black Panther. Well, ninja character, basically. She's fast as hell, has good mix-ups, and unlike Akali, actually has some decent projectiles to her game. I'm obviously going to be considering her for the team at this point when I actually have more time to actually get a chance to try out the character. But her mix-up options and speed will always give her a chance potentially for a character I want to play. And then we got Danger. Before, she was like one of the 100% going to be on my team characters. Set play, zoning, mix up. The only reason she's not for sure on the team and just a potentially on team spot is simply for the fact that I'm going to be trying to potentially be playing multiple games at one time. So because of that, putting a character with the strange dash hop of Danger could severely mix things up or mess me up. So like if I'm going from Avatar, spamming dash, to 2XKO, spamming dash, and everyone's just dashing forward or running forward, everything's the same. And then I come to Tokon and I pick up Danger, and then I try to mash dash out of habit from the other games, and I do the Eno hop, it might mess things up. So still a very high chance that Danger could potentially end up being on the team, but she might end up being more of a assist bot rather than a more active character for that reason. So now we'll move on down to the maybe section. So maybe Blade. We saw the Blade trailer, everyone lost their mind, and I was like, yep, not playing him. I was like, you guys can have him. I ain't playing him. Then I saw the character guide, and then I was like, okay, there's a chance. It's a chance. I keep referring to DNF duel following up, but he's kind of like Hitman. He's got the machine gun. He's got the sword normal. He got the sword normals, teleporting around. Basically, get with the not teleporting around, but using the blades to get the red blade and empower himself. Really cool character, and for that simple fact, he's going to be in the maybe section. Technically, a step up from where I had him before. Now we got Wolverine. So Wolverine is here for one reason and one reason only. I mained him in Marvel 3. Do I play like I did back in Marvel 3? Nope, not a chance in hell. Am I actually going to play him? Probably not. So should he be in the probably not section? Absolutely, but I will not put him any lower than maybe, for the simple fact that he was my main in Marvel 3. Iron Man, the man with all the projectiles. You want to fly around and shoot a crap ton of shit? That is him. The character guide also made him look a lot cooler than I initially thought he was as well. He is Mr. Fireball, so having the option to completely fill the screen will never be a bad thing. So I will consider him and put him as a maybe for that reason. Ghost Rider, also going to the maybe section. So Ghost Rider originally was in the nope category, but then people started showing off what he can do or what his potential is as a tag character. And honestly, way too early to tell, but he seems like he's going to be one of the better characters to not have up front, but have in the back to then tag in to do really crazy stuff in the combos. So any character that can do things like that will always be at least a potential pick. So Star-Lord, he can freeze people, and so he can set up. Also, he's got really good combos and pretty good mix-ups. So overall, pretty good character, pretty interesting character. Not as flashy as the characters above him. So the characters above him I find more interesting than him. So that's why they're up here and he's here. But I could still see potentially a chance of him being on the team in the future. Lastly, we're going to put we'll put Spider-Man here. Honestly, originally wasn't going to put Spider-Man here, but Spider-Man is just so cool. He's one of my favorite superheroes, one of my favorite Marvel characters. And thanks to the web trap, he also has got set play to go along with his mix-up game. So I will put him as a maybe. He probably, if I actually ordered this, he probably would be on the bottom of maybe. But he is pretty cool and my favorite Marvel character, so I won't put him any lower for that reason. Moving on to the probably not, Dr. Doom. So Dr. Doom, a lot of people are saying this character is busted. And based on what I've been seeing, I can understand why. That being said though, I do not want to, he feels awkward to play, and I don't like the teleport dash. Honestly, that's pretty much my only reasons. Is it good reasons? No, but it's still my reasons nevertheless. And for a similar reason as Danger, I'm trying to keep some level of consistency when it comes to my dash movements, and Dr. Doom just teleporting around is not going to help in the slightest. But the reason why he's there and Danger is there is because I like Danger more as a character in terms of her moveset in the game, in case I actually did want to try and pick her up. And also because her assist is just busted, which will keep her above there. So Cap throws around the shields and is honestly just fast, really annoying, good overhead. Can I really see myself playing him? Not really. Is he at least cool enough to warrant being above? Probably not. Yeah. And similar reason, Magic. So if we're talking characters that are like most likely to be like near like the very top of people's list of, yep, they are 100% playing that character. Magic is probably near the top of most people's lists. Not really mine. Slower, big sword normals. Not really my cup of tea. I know a lot of people love her, and I know she's gonna be very high played when the game comes out. She just won't be on my team when that happens. And then lastly for the nopes, big body slow character, and slow grappler. If you guys know me as a player and the characters I tend to like playing, this should come as absolutely no surprise to you whatsoever. Cyclops would be in potentially on team, but haven't tried yet, because Cyclops mixed together with the Phoenix Force could be very, very, very interesting. And if I were to make a rough guess on who my team is going to be though, when the game actually comes out, my guess is it's going to be Storm, Green Goblin, Loki, and Magneto. That's my rough guess on what I'm gonna be playing, but let me know what you guys are going to be playing. Hopefully this game is good. Hopefully Loki and Carnage are cool, because if my team ends up being Storm, Green Goblin, Loki, and Carnage, that would be so cool. And I'd be very, very happy. Fingers crossed, and let us enjoy some Tokon.